Yes, yes, and yes, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just doing a little work before I send my partner the link. You know how it is. I'm the boy enforcer. We just two guys, two wrestling. Oh, that's not wrestling. Two sports fans. Sports fans. Excuse me. I had a long week, ladies and gentlemen. But two sports fans talk about sports. Again, we're not professionals. We just say how we feel. Just say how we feel. You agree or disagree. Just don't get personal. You already know. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's my voice. Um, so once I do the sharing, yeah, I get him the link. What the hell? Yes, yes, yes. Doing the last bit of things. I sent him this link. Brother. It's not that much to talk about. I mean, we do got some NFL news. We are getting ready for the schedule release. We are we are we're just getting ready for some wild ass summer. To be honest with you, just to be honest with you, yes sir. So I'm just setting up everything. How's everything going? Are y'all in? Hope y'all had a good week. Hope y'all had a good week. I had a somewhat good week. I only worked 2 weeks this week, but they were long as hell. So, all right, he's on his way. So without any further ado, oh wait, I got some more shit to say. Uh, mm, 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 mm. When the phone calls on the telephone. All right. Enough of the sharing. Let's put that disclaimer on. Let's talk. Let's get some sports talk in here. We're gonna talk about just a little thing about baseball. Again, I do not put records on baseball tours until when it start really popping within a couple of months, probably around August. Ooh, excuse me. But mainly football, and of course the NBA playoffs, which is heating up, which has had some surprises. We really gonna talk about that because my partner is a diehard Knick fan, and you know he is talking his shit right now with the Boston Celtics. Uh, I'm just waiting for him, and once we wait for him, we can start the show. So let me see if I can put some music on around this motherfucker. Is it hip hop? Not hip hop. I don't know. This is just generic music. I gotta change. I gotta change the intro. I gotta get more videos with him on it because pretty much he's the main host. I'm keeping it real with you. He's the main host. I'm just the producer now. Well, we together, man. One day we go do a face to face. One day. All right. I think, but as soon as I see him pop up, I can start the show. So again, you got if you on the pre-show. This is the pre-show. You got comments. Leave a comment. Say hey, how you doing? How life's treating you? And yeah. This is also I think they said this is mental health month. So please, it's very important. Very important. Keep your mental health together. Um, if you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. And yeah. I'm sorry that I sound so tired. I'm telling y'all, I had a long week, long week at work, and I finally got the weekend off. And the fact that our show is back on Friday this week tells you that I got the weekend off. So, where is he at? He's usually here around. There he is. There he is. Without further ado, let's just start this damn thing off right the fuck now. Let's fucking go.
Draft day dreams, players rise and fall. Every underdog story, we're given the call. Strategies and highlights, we'll break down it all. With Enforcer on the beat, we're having the ball. So grab your headphones, let's kick it right. Together we'll unravel the Friday night hype. With laughter and insights, we're taking flight. On the Self-Made Podcast, the future is bright. Talking football, all year that's our creed. With every episode, together we lead. Self-Made Podcast, planted like a seed. In the world of the game, we'll always succeed.
Here, I'm here. And you know who else here? My partner, D-Money. He's here. Got that 49ers on. See, I got the right appropriate jersey on for me. Hate me. Hate me jersey. What's going on, bro?
What's happening, baby?
I know you
know,
are on
I ain't
cloud
know if
nine
I was
right
gonna
now.
make. I ain't know if I was gonna make it today. I had a root canal this morning.
Oh shit. Well, I'm glad you made it because I looked at the food, talk to myself. So, let's get this baseball thing out the way. It's not that much sports talk, so let's get the baseball thing out the way. Rival weekend next is 1 week away. As a Met fan, who is your biggest rival, sir?
The Braves, hands down.
Hands down, those goddamn. So for those, if you were born, especially in the '90s, the Braves used to run. Even though they never won a lot of a world championship, they used to run the NL until '99. I never gonna forget that game. Mets.
Can't stand the motherfuckers.
I thought you would have said Philly.
Nah, Philly don't even come close.
Damn. Well, I'm a Yankee fan. You already know who's the team I don't like. Fuck them. And speaking of them, they getting their ass whooped right now. So we're gonna talk about that later.
You say you mad cool with Boston?
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that, sir. Don't do that. Don't lie to these people. The Boston people. No. I like their women though. Oh yes, I gotta talk about this. A couple episodes ago, we had a video on here where this dude pretty much crashed the fuck out.
I think he heard him.
I swear, I think he heard him. The last game, I think it was the last game. This dude hit 2 home runs in the game.
He's had two home run games since last week.
2 home run games, which in his career makes 25 multiple home runs in one game. can y'all please understand that baseball is a long ass season? You will struggle here and there.
It's a marathon. It ain't a sprint, baby.
I swear. I mean, how you like them now? I ain't hear no videos, no nothing. Nothing. I'm just saying. This is the games for tonight. Y'all Mets got those Cubs.
Yeah.
You feel confident or?
Oh yeah, we're gonna smoke them tonight.
Okay. We got the A's. I ain't worried about that. Texas against Detroit. Florida against Chicago. White Sox, that is. Your hated Braves against Pittsburgh. Cincinnati.
Pittsburgh.
Huh?
Go Pittsburgh.
Cincinnati against my semi-hated team now. Houston. St. Louis against Washington. San Fran against Minnesota. Oh, that's interleague play, isn't it? Yeah. Milwaukee against Tampa Bay. San Diego, who we just crushed, against the Rockies. Baltimore against Angels. Philly against the Guardians. I gotta get used to saying that. Blue Jays against the Mariners. Red Sox against Kansas City. LA, what the fuck is going on with LA? Against Arizona. Not looking good. But
the Dodgers?
Yeah.
Think they number one right now.
They're not looking good though.
No, it's early. Like you said, it's a marathon. It ain't a sprint. They got time to get it together.
All right, brother, it's on you. Basketball, football.
It don't even matter. Whatever you put up there, that's what we're gonna smack down first.
Well, shit. Let's just do it. It is playoffs, by the way. So
we usually always do basketball first.
It's playoffs. Let's show some respect here.
And I mean, I do have a lot more. I'm having a lot more fun with basketball at the moment.
Well, y'all see the board right now. The board, which is kind of strange in the East. It's kind of strange, but I'm loving it because of the energy. That's why I love it. And if this shit keep going, we might get the match we want. If this shit keep going. But on the West, yeah, we definitely got to talk. So let's get to it. What the fuck? What the fuck going on? All season. This was
predictions look a little funny nowadays, don't they?
A little funny. Look a little phase. Let's talk about your Knicks first. Give them this one for him. Give that for him. Let's put that on there for you.
I say it's partially luck and it's partially determination.
I will say
the reason I'm gonna say it's luck because no team has ever done it before. Come back from 2 games down 20. It's never been done before back to back. So I'm gonna say it's partially luck and it's partially determination. The first game I say luck, second game determination because the first game let them know that it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
The second game they felt more comfortable doing it.
I would say for Boston's sake, they choking a lot. Like not just these two, they choked another game, a couple of games this season when they did that same thing. Had a 20-point lead and blew it. But this we didn't see. Let's keep 100. We didn't see this coming at all.
Nope, not even a little bit. Not even
a little bit. I could go back to a couple episodes. Even you said like we the third best team in the East, but we can't beat. Y'all haven't beat. Yeah, y'all haven't beat the Celtics all season.
Nope.
And the playoffs hit around. The Knicks do what they do. I swear, it reminds me of when the Knicks did this shit. I'm gonna say 92 against the Bulls.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think this is an injury thing more than anything. I think there's something really going on with Tatum's wrist. I think his wrist is really bothering him because his shots, easy shots at the rim, is missing. and he never does that.
I'm trying to think, he actually called Kobe on that show.
Yeah, he don't never do that. So with him, um, plus Porzingis been sick. They don't know what's wrong with him. He's only playing 20 minutes a game.
Mm.
Um, I mean, it's working for us. I'll take it.
I'm about to say, take it how you get it.
That big
Let's go
man,
to the other end of the East. There's something going on that we don't know about in Cleveland.
they're hurt.
Everybody? Nobody can step up?
I mean, Mobley is one of the top contributors. Garland's a top contributor. Hunter is their best bench player. They hurt.
So we go from 1 week talking about this man's father, and now he's doing the big balls dance on your home court.
Yep.
And they come back and beat y'all game 2, going to Indiana with a 2-0 lead.
And they out there putting in work. And they was down big in that second game against the backups. I don't know how they let that slip away.
So we had not just the Knicks. So you might as well say 3 games, 20 points down, come back.
Shit, I think it's more than that. Cause how much did Oklahoma lead in that first game against the Nuggets?
About 20.
That's crazy.
So we had 4 straight semifinal games. Not 4 straight, but 4 games already that blew 20-point lead.
Every home team lost the first game.
Was that a first?
I think so. Every home team lost the first game.
I had to put that back up there for you.
It's my favorite picture.
Your question. This was your question. Oh, you got 2 questions, but this is one of them. Is Joke the best player in the world right now?
I'd have to say, yeah. You don't got nobody out here doing, what do you do, 44, 22, and 6? Or something like that. Like, man, you ain't got nobody out here doing that. I don't care what they talking about. And he do numbers like that regularly.
Yeah, if he has to.
It's crazy.
I mean, he could do that with just scoring 13 points and still control the game. So, I mean, I still go. I can't say because there's so many good players in the league right now. There's so many good players. He got his chip. He got his chip.
But are they him? There's good players, but are they him? And can they do what he does? That's the question. I've never seen somebody play so slow and be so good. Like, good Lord, this dude is so slow. And
he's on turtle power, bro.
Unstoppable.
He's on turtle power.
Unstoppable.
Well, if he's the best player right now, right? How do we get to this question?
There's a difference between being the best player and being the face of the league. I think, okay, so before he became a complete idiot, Ja Morant was about to become the face of the league. Like, he was the one. He got drafted, number 2 overall. He was about to really put in some work. He was dunking on everybody. They couldn't stop him on the court. Then he gets in illegal trouble. Then he gets an injury. Like, he ain't been the same since.
Yeah, he kind of shot.
This dude is 23 years old. He done knocked LeBron and Luka out the playoffs. He done knocked Durant and Booker out the playoffs. And I'm talking, one of them he swept them. The other one was a gentleman's sweep. Like, it's not even close. And now he gets Steph Curry, and Curry's banged up. So he might go after Curry and play off what's your boy?
Play off Butler.
And play off Butler.
I don't want to put it on him, even though he already said it, but he has no choice but to take it if they give it, especially they give it to him about the face of the league. I call him a legend killer. He's a legend killer right now. The dude.
It's a title you giving. It's a title you take. And right now, he out there. I mean, he hasn't played well these last two games, like at all. But, bro, he don't. When he's on, he ain't playing with him.
I feel when he said he don't want it, and you say he got to take it. I think it's already it's already taken, bro. You're when you find out a minute. Put this in perspective. I don't know when the last time anybody said it, Minnesota is a must-see TV team. I'm trying to think. Maybe back then when Kevin Garnett was MVP.
I mean, look at the team he got around him. It's not like right now he's the only star on the team. You know what I mean? You got Randall, who's not a star. He's serviceable. I'd say Randall would be a great number 3 on your team, not even a number 2 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
One of your leading scorers is Nas Reed off the bench. Like he don't have no Conley. In game one, Conley had 0 points from the point guard position. Like he don't have a whole lot of help around him, and he's out there doing that. But it'd be a lot of games where he drops 50 and lose.
Yeah,
Don't have that help around him.
Yeah, and that's a good stat, but that L carries a lot of more weight than just scoring 50 points. So I like you just said, because I was going to say that argument too when you said Ja Morant, because Ja Morant was going to be the face. Like,
he was about to be. He derailed his own success.
Which is still crazy because I kind of, no pun intended, we said it already, but no pun intended, he shot himself in the foot. But dude, maybe I might have to agree with Shannon Sharp. You're trying to be something you're not.
That too.
You're not that person. Be the same person that got you to the league, which is game, busting ass, taking names. That's it. But you want to try to be hard. That's not you.
Too many violent video games.
Stop, bro.
It ain't the hood. Way too many violent video games.
Nope, not doing it. Not doing it because I still play them. Stop. What we have next year?
You got dudes like Ja Morant who pretend. You got dudes like Aaron Hernandez who's pretending to be a football player but really out in these streets. Ja Morant out in these streets, out pretending to be out in these streets, but he really a basketball player. They ain't the same.
No, hell no, it's not. So
to be a business owner.
I'm trying to ask this. He didn't play. He missed game 2. Any word on him coming for game 3?
I don't like that picture. They got him looking like he digging out a wedgie.
Probably was, but that's not the
point. He is not playing game 3. They said the earliest he can come back is game 5.
You better hope they make it a game. Well, they will make it a game 5. But
I didn't even realize till watching them last night that they don't have a backup point guard.
So wait. They got no backup point guard. Not one.
Don't have a backup point guard.
So who the hell is playing point?
They got Draymond bringing the ball up.
Stop.
Or they got Jimmy bringing the ball up.
Draymond should be running down.
Yo. Steph Curry with the hamstring. This is going to be an interesting series. If Steph can't come back, it might be over. I think it's going to be over even if he do come back, honestly, because they're probably going to be down at least 3-1 by the time he comes back. That's not good for business.
I'm back. All right, my Wi-Fi is all crazy. Hold on. Oh, thank you, babe. We had a thunderstorm down here. All right, you say anything while I was off?
Yeah, talked about Steph a little bit in this series. This series gonna get out of control if Steph can't. Steph is the catalyst for the team. Yeah, Jimmy drove the defense and he pushed the team, but Steph is the engine that makes the team go. Without Steph, it's gonna get ugly.
So the Warriors don't have no type of like offense when Steph is off the floor.
Nobody, bro. Last night I watched this game. They had 8 24-second violations.
God damn!
Like
Yeah,
nobody knew what to do with the ball.
it's crazy because Steve Kerr, you're a point guard. You should know that you need a backup point guard.
He said he doesn't want to overplay Jimmy and Draymond. You got to.
You got no choice.
Like, I don't care what's going on. You got to keep them on the court.
Just give them call timeout, give them some Gatorade, and wish them the best. That's all. Because listen, man. If they play like how they played last on game 2, this series is over.
Yeah,
it's over. So, hey, that's all I can say. Tonight, we have Cavs, who is down 0-2.
Cavs are supposed to be getting back all 3 players that's hurt.
Are they healthy?
Your guess is good. We gonna see tonight.
Okay. This and then you got OKC and Denver. This might be the game to watch.
It's always a game to watch when Denver's in an OKC playing. Hopefully, it's not a 40-point blowout again.
Oh God! Listen, like you just said, remember you said, OKC is the youngest team.
Okay.
So
OKC might have the most 40-point blowouts in the playoffs so far. I wonder what's the stats on that in history. Because they just keep blowing people out.
It's not good.
And this is the playoffs. They doing it. They're not even doing it regular season. This is the playoffs.
Playoffs. All right, we're back. We're back to the board again. As you can see, if you watched our show, we've been wanting a Knicks Indiana, so we are really liking this Pacer. But my question: Do you think that it could happen?
I think the Knicks have to win Game 3 for it to happen. I think they really have to win Game 3. I think they need to come out. See, the Knicks' problem right now is honestly is turnovers, and they don't. When Brunson's on the court, they don't pass a lot. It'd be Brunson holding the ball, and he'll either drive and kick or Brunson holding the ball. Like when he's not in the game, the ball is moving around. So they got to figure out. Okay, so just like the Cavs new coach came in, sat Donovan Mitchell down, and told him, "Yo, you got Mobley involved." Now Mobley's on the All-Star team, and Mobley's all this and all that, and he's defensive player of the year. And they got to do that. Brunson got to cut back maybe 5 less shots and get the ball to OG, get the ball to Bridges. Bridges has been the one. Like he's coming. His defense and offense in the fourth quarter been crazy. Him and Brunson been taking over the fourth quarter.
The past 2 games I've been seeing Bridges.
But this is why they gave up 5 first-round picks to get him.
His defense over his offense?
Yeah, they want to see when they designed this new Knicks team, they had Brunson against Derek White
Mhm.
or what was it, Holiday? They had Brunson against White. This is how they drew it up in their head. Brunson against White. They had Brown against Bridges. They had OG against Tatum. They had Carl Anthony Towns against Porzingis, and they had
Mhm.
Hart against Al Horford. On paper, that's a great matchup from both sides because OG and Bridges are two of the best. They top five defensive wings in the league.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So if you got them playing against two of the top players, you should have a great matchup.
Well, right now, but again, like we don't. It got to be something more to this Tatum injury. Because
It's something they ain't telling us because for him to be all as off as he was 2 games back to back at home,
mhm.
don't get me wrong, the Knicks are one of the only teams I think in history to win 5 road games in the playoffs. Like they're undefeated on the road so far against Detroit and Boston. They're undefeated on the road.
uh, unless someone that swept through the playoffs, which is a rare.
Yeah, they're undefeated on the road right now. And my biggest concern is them at home. I don't know if it's the home cooked meal or what it is, but they gotta,
It's dude, it's the energy, man. Listen, it's the energy. I don't think it hasn't been rocking like that in the Garden in so long.
I think now last year was crazy.
That's not, but
Series against Philly last year was crazy. But
think about last year. Last year, the energy was up there, just like I said last year. I said this year. I grew up in a time where it was constantly like that.
yeah, because you
Constantly.
had Ewan in them, and they was in the playoffs every year. It wasn't no
No,
playoff. They didn't take no breaks.
right. No ifs, ands, or buts. You knew New York was gonna be the mix of it. So years of that not happening, maybe they come in once the blue moon. But dog, they New York, you're a Knick fan. You know when you got that feeling and like, oh,
The
all right,
city is rocking. So right now, they got to come out aggressive. They got to come out attacking. The problem is, at home, they're the opposite of what they are on the road. At home, they come out aggressive, go crazy in the first half, and then they suck it up in the second half. They don't keep that aggression. They don't keep that. They put on the gas. On the road, it's the opposite. They come out playing trash in the first half, then turn it on in the second half. So if they can put 2 halves together, it's gonna be Boston gonna be in trouble.
I, I think if the Knicks win, if they don't win game 3, they got to win
They
one
got
game on home.
at home, but like
Yeah.
I said, they undefeated on the road. They gotta win. If they win one at home, man,
It's gonna be a party in Times Square just for them to reach the damn conference championship.
now,
So
the question is, what do they do if they do make it to the finals? And it's OKC. The only team that actually I look at as a problem for the Knicks is OKC, and it's only because we would have to play 2 big men because you got Holmgren and Harkenstein.
mhm.
You'd have to play 2 big men, and we only have 2 big men. So who do we have that'll come off the bench to help out? You know, I mean, we got Hart, but Hart's not a big man. You're gonna put Hart on Holmgren. You're gonna put Hart on Harkenstein. Like that's a mismatch in terms
Ooh,
of advantage.
wow. I mean, if the Knicks make it to just
Now,
make it to the finals,
I like Carl Anthony Town and Robinson together on the floor at the same time because Robinson is out there balling. I'm talking on defense and rebounding, and um, he's getting busy.
but you had them on the floor all game. But that's only two big men y'all got.
Have them on the floor game. First of all, Robinson ain't that type of dude. He ain't a
Mhm.
He's not an all-game dude. You bring him in for maybe 25, 30 minutes out of the game. You ain't bringing him in for 44, 45.
He probably
Call,
look at you like you crazy. Like,
call
I
that.
know Rick out there.
You can do that with Bridges. You can do that like I think it was game one. Bridges played almost the whole game.
Yeah, I think I like his character. Like, listen, I'm here to win.
Bridges, OG, and Brunson and Hart can play the whole game if you need them to. But look how we got ran down and got banged up last year doing that. So I think this year they're trying to give them more of a break and bring them in when. But he's leaving them on the bench too long. That last game when we was down, if Bridges didn't go off, we would have got smacked.
Whew. So we almost there. We almost there, bro. We almost there. I'm gonna say it right now. The Knicks make it to the finals. I'm in New York. I'm in New York.
Taking a trip.
I'm in New York.
I'm taking a trip.
I don't know if I'm going to a game, but I'm in New York.
3,000 for the nosebleeds. I already checked.
What?
They want $3,000 for the nosebleeds.
Kiss my ass. I'll watch it outside on the damn the front lobby of you know they're gonna play the game right there.
Outside, they got that outside joint now.
All right, so now we get into our sport. We get into this football, and if y'all didn't pay attention to breaking news, oh God, the breaking news.
So much going on.
Oh, before that, congratulations to Travis. Got drafted number 2. I gotta put some good news on here. Number 2, and then, like the very 2 weeks later, he graduated. You know,
I literally just read a story about him. So this young man, which I would never did, but he turned down a deal with Nike and signed with Adidas because he forced Adidas, if they want him, they gotta sign his younger brother who plays football as well. So his younger brother is one of the youngest athletes that Adidas has signed right now. So he got himself a deal and his younger brother a deal.
Generational money.
Hey, keep it in the family.
Exactly, keep it in the family. I don't know. I'm not going to argue with a guy that got a college degree.
Yeah,
Gets a high school diploma. So there you go. But congratulations to him. Congratulations to all the college graduates. I work at Hampton University. Some of the football players just graduate this weekend. So I just want to put that out there. But this had to overshine that because what? How?
first off, I'm shocked that the Cowboys actually did anything. But if you really pay attention, they've actually had a pretty good offseason.
Well, adding this at this one or this period?
No, they drafted Jaden Blue, one of my favorite running backs in college. He came out of Texas. He's a burner. He's a 4.3 40 guy.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of fumbling issues, but he can fix that.
Hopefully.
Yeah, he can ball. So you got you a good running back. Then they got a solid backup in Javonte Williams. I'm never gonna be a Miles Sanders fan. Like, oh my God, he is so trash.
Let's not forget the other pickup they got, the backup quarterback.
Oh, my boy Milton. Yeah. Whatchamacallit, Shady made sure he let Dak know, if you let this kid get a chance, he's gonna take your job.
Yeah. So we said this on here. I said that's how Dak got the job.
Yeah,
Dak got the job, and now you're in the same boat now.
That's exactly what Shady told him. You're in the same boat you was in before. You better stay healthy because that young man can play.
Bro, he gets on the field. That team go play quicker. They gonna be
run game.
That's not a word. Faster.
Game gonna be better.
Yeah, because then you go listen. You're gonna worry about. So you're gonna worry about him either his arm or his legs.
Yeah,
which brings a whole nother element to the offense. And now, CD got Would you say Pickens is number 2?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got 1 and 2 combination, and like you said, your boy Bluey that's drafted who could
But
possibly be the new starter.
we got an interesting problem. There's a very interesting problem. And
I like how you said that because that's
now
all Cowboys do.
I listen to the problem that most people have never really thought about. Name one player that the Pittsburgh Steelers traded away in their prime that actually looked good after they left Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown did not play good after he left Pittsburgh, and he was a superstar in Pittsburgh. Claypool, I don't even think he's in the league right now. He balled out in Pittsburgh, then got shipped out and did nothing. Deontay Johnson done been on 3 or 4 teams since he got paid from Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell didn't do nothing with the Jets after he left Pittsburgh. Martavius Bryant didn't do nothing after he left Pittsburgh. Like, it's a whole list of players that balled in Pittsburgh, and as soon as they left, nothing.
I'm saying Juju, but then Juju was average when he left.
Juju sucked while he was there. The AB left, Juju was trash. Juju was eating when AB was there, and he thought that he was a number 1. Soon as AB left, he realized he was only getting them soft coverages because AB was getting doubled and triple teamed.
And he was he got popped in. I'll never forget that Monday night game. He got popped. So, oh my God. So hopefully Pickens could change the fortune, but you're the Cowboys, and you're about to find out real fast how when Dak got the pressure on how he acts.
But if he can play, I mean, like right now, I like what the Cowboys are doing with him. They haven't given him an extension.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to. It's one of those. This is a trial. This is a trial period. You're gonna see what you can do. See if you're gonna crash out before we sign you. Even though Jerry don't care about none of that, he gonna sign you whether you dumb or not.
Is he still under the rookie contract?
Yeah, this is so they got an option next year, and this is the reason I didn't understand the trade, because if he plays great, now you got to pay him and you got to pay Micah this year.
I was just about to ask that because I think I remember they was drafted the same year.
Yeah.
So
what are you going to do in a case like that? I mean, granted, he was a 2nd round pick, but he's not going to want to. He's not trying to accept regular money.
No, and he outplayed. One thing, like we said this when we did the draft, a lot of great players come from the 2nd and 3rd rounds.
Yeah, he's a 2nd round player that he has skills. He can play.
Right.
The problem with him is he doesn't do everything. He runs decent routes, and he'll catch almost every 50-50 ball you throw at him as long as you place it properly. He will not block.
Mm-hmm.
If he knows the ball ain't coming to him for multiple plays, he'll take plays off and not run his route or not do what he's supposed to do. A player get loose and he needs you to throw that last block for him to get in the end zone, he's gonna stand there and watch.
I didn't see that much. I didn't see that on film with him.
He's very selfish. It's all about him. It ain't about nobody else.
Did that make sense? Why Tomlin did it then? Because Tomlin don't play that shit.
Oh, Tomlin. But this is the thing I don't understand. Why do Pittsburgh keep drafting these dudes? Because look at all the names that I've named. All of them was head cases, and y'all drafted every one of them.
Because it's like almost every team that do pick these type of dudes, they think that they could mold them into that system. You ain't Bill Belichick. You cannot. You're not that guy to mold people into championship, and then when they leave, that's when they go back to their bad habits. You're not that, okay? And especially in Pittsburgh, I understand y'all 6 bird, y'all got the 6 things, but those 6 things have not happened in a long time. Those 6 championships had to happen on South. So y'all don't have that tradition.
I think that they're either tanking or they're going in a new direction.
Well,
And it might be a little bit of both.
well, we'll find out because we're gonna talk about something about who might be tanking this stuff. Let's go to this one.
Oh,
What happened to this dude, bro?
he was never good to begin with. The problem is these dudes come in, they kill it in the combine, they super athletic, they got a couple of good plays in college that they could put on film, and then teams jump out the window and think, you know what, I might be able to turn him into an all-star. I might turn him into a Lawrence Taylor clone. Like, no. Just athletic. That's it.
Someone that just got drafted, you compared them to him.
The guy Stewart that went to the, who did he go to? I think, what team did Stewart go to? The Bengals.
Okay.
Stewart, just like him. Super athletic, showed out at the combine, jumps out the building, runs fast, cone drills, 10 seconds, all them drills, killed it. You get him on the field, where'd he go?
What you think is Clowney's future? Do you think somebody go pick him up?
He always gets the deal. He always gets signed, and pass rushers are hard to come by. Who needs a pass rusher the most right now? Maybe New England. Lions could bring him in as maybe a backup, or to start opposite my boy. It's a few teams that'll pick him up.
I'm trying to look. I'm trying to think when was his best season because I don't remember him having a 10-sack season.
He had a 10-sack season with the Browns. He got a bonus for the 10th sack.
Well, then again, look who you lined up with. I was look who you lined up with. You better.
That's the thing that bothers me the most about him in particular. He always has a stud across from him and underperforms. You're never getting the double team. It's always the guy. He was across from Burns. If I'm not mistaken, he was across from Burns on the Panthers. He started his career across from J.J. Watt in his prime.
Oh, not even across. They was side by side. Remember, J.J. Watt was a tackle.
Nah, he's a DN.
No. He was all over the place. They had him in tackle and end, but they were mostly side by side.
But I thought he was gonna go off once he got there and he had JJ with him. Nothing.
That was when he got drafted. That was supposed to be the most scariest defensive pass rush.
He don't have no moves. All he got is that bull rush, and that shit don't fly in the NFL with these big boys. You trying to bull rush?
So I'm going to just say this: as a Michigan fan, I'm happy. I'm not letting it go, bro. That bowl game hit was bullshit, but told you, karma's a bitch. But he's definitely gonna get signed. I just don't know who go pick up on him, but this is your chance, bro. Do something with it. This guy, he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing in my book.
Yeah.
I mean,
he got a chance to maybe go back to back. They got a solid team. When I see guys that rework their deal, again, that don't mean they restructure to get money, or I think it's to save money and stay on the team. Be loyal. He took a pay cut because they told him take a pay cut and you out of here. But that's the thing the Niners did with Juice, the fullback. They actually cut Juice and brought him back on a team-friendly deal.
So, yeah, he's trying to stay on that team for another reign.
Well, what happens is you send them out there to see what their market is going to look like. He just happened to be out there during the biggest tight end draft ever. Like, this was the biggest tight end and running back draft ever.
Not only that, you just saw Kittles be the highest paid tight end. You're not matching up with Kittles. So don't even try to come like I should make more. No, you didn't do that. You didn't do that. Y'all offense was Barkley, Tush Push, AJ. That's it. That's it. And Smith. Let me just put Smith in there. Everything else was defense. So stay on winning team. I applaud that. Loyal. I applaud that. That's as much as I'm gonna do. This one though.
He going to the Browns. Him and Deshaun gonna be on the same team.
Called the Baby Oil Brothers. But I didn't hear I hear a lot of outrage over this though.
Nah, you ain't gonna.
Because he a kicker? This dude one of the most prolific kickers in league history. I need to hear about it.
He's the best kicker in league history. Hopefully this don't stop his Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. Don't he got the record?
Oh yeah, he crushed it. Nobody.
Yeah, he got the record, the longest kick in history. Bro, you just had to have a happy ending, didn't you? Just had to have a happy ending. But you know they talk too much now, especially they know you're a football player.
Well, this is the problem, and I hate to do it because there are a lot of women out there that do get sexually abused or sexually assaulted. Right now, when they come to these players, it's an easy come up because of the court of opinions is in the streets, like it's in the media, it's in social media. So even if he didn't do it, he did it.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
How can he, like, unless he recorded his sessions, how can he prove he didn't touch her? So it's his word against hers. You know, and I hate to do that to ladies because there's actually ladies out here that are getting sexually assaulted in these situations. But this is an easy come up. So you don't even know if he really, like, look how many women Deshaun had on his case that he didn't really do nothing to. But they was on the case because everybody else was on the case. They saw a way to try to sneak in there and try to get some bread. They make it bad for the women that actually have these things happen.
Right. And then at the same time, when it's found not guilty, it's too late.
Yeah, everybody's already looking at you like you're guilty. Like in these cases, you're guilty until proven innocent, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Because it's so, how are you gonna prove that you didn't touch her? If the session isn't recorded, which legally I don't think you can have a camera in those rooms, but if the session isn't recorded, how can you prove that? Nah, I never touched that girl. She lying.
It's your word against ours, and
every chick that he's ever gotten a massage from is gonna come out and say, "Yeah, he touched me too." These dudes don't. If that's the case, just get you a hooker to give you a massage. She knows what she there for. Go get you a hooker and get her to give you a massage. You already paying her to have sex, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
I mean, yeah.
Go get you a hooker.
Yeah, it'd be weird if that happened. It'd be weird if a prostitute come out and say he did this. And like, no, he did. He gave you everything he paid for. But I'm just joking.
One way to stay safe, baby. But
no, man, it don't matter if you're a kicker or a towel boy. You in the NFL, you getting some type of salary. So there it is.
Possible for you to prove that you didn't touch her inappropriately.
Yeah, impossible. So Wednesday, schedule release, and you sent this to me, and it's. No, I'm sorry, not that. This is the question. Who the Eagles will play? These are all the home games. This is the home games they got. Who will be their first victim?
Who? The Eagles?
Yeah. You know the Super Bowl champs always have the first kickoff game on Thursday at home.
I'm thinking it'll probably be Washington. Because the Cowboys usually always play the Giants week 1.
I don't know why. But then I don't want the Giants to face the Eagles first either. I don't want that first ass whooping.
Giants usually always play the Cowboys week 1.
I rather no. You know what? I'd rather have the conference championship that we thought we was gonna have. Eagles and Lions. I want to see if the Lions going to change a little
It's
bit.
gonna be it's gonna be one of the top games. It's either gonna be Lions. It might be the Rams.
Oh yeah, playoff. They got They got Washington. They got the Rams who they play in the playoffs. Washington who they play in the championship, and they got the Lions who could have been in that conference championship. So you got those three games. Maybe Cowboys, maybe Giants, but I doubt it. The Giants usually the Eagles play the Giants. That usually be week 2, week 3, first meeting. So yeah, that between Washington and Lions.
Or the
Washington Lions.
Week 1, maybe the Lions, because we never got to see it last year.
I'll put it like this: if y'all looking for ratings, do not give them the Bears. Do not give them the Raiders.
They won't. Because usually week 1 is a rematch from the year before that everybody wanted to see.
Exactly.
Because remember last year, what was it the Chiefs and the Ravens?
Yeah, it was, and they lost by a fucking toe. So here it is. I actually had the picture with the whole thing from top to bottom, hardest to easy. Of course, y'all in the bottom. How the fuck do we have the hardest schedule
in the entire NFL?
How? We had one of the worst schedules. We're supposed to at least be in the balance of easier to midway. How we get the hardest, and then y'all got the easiest?
Y'all are the New York Fighting Giants.
We're gonna have to fight. We have to fight every game,
bro. You in for? I don't think y'all got one easy game on your schedule,
bro. So if I go back and look at the schedule, of course we got the Eagles twice, Washington twice. I think we're playing the Lions. I gotta look at that schedule again. We're facing playoff teams from last year.
You playing everybody. It just so happened that the division, the way the year fell, because you get certain divisions every 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like this year, the 49ers get the AFC South and the AFC East and the AFC South and the NFC South. So that's how we ended up getting what we got, because the AFC South got the Colts, the Texans, the Titans, the Jaguars. Then the NFC South, you got the Bucks, the Falcons, the Saints, and the Panthers. So we just happen to have a 4th place schedule. So we get all the teams that came in 4th place last year, the Giants and the Browns. Were the Browns in 4th place or the Bengals? It was the Browns, because the Browns had the number 2 pick. So the Browns, the Patriots, we get all the easy teams. So we had the 4th place schedule. It just so happens that we're a lot better than our record showed from last year, because we was just hurt all season. It's a beautiful thing the way it works out sometimes,
They even got the schedule. I'm looking at the schedule now. They even got the not the schedule, but the teams we face for 2026, 2027. I got. So we gotta face. This is our home. This is the home. Of course, Dallas, Philly, Washington, Green Bay, Kansas City.
That sounds like fun.
LA Chargers, Minnesota, and we at home against y'all. Our away game.
That's the game I'm going to.
Our away game is Denver, Detroit, Las Vegas, New England, and New Orleans. Boy, I see only 4 wins.
You got an easy one with the Saints.
I only see 4 wins.
You got an easy one with the Saints.
The Giants got surprised.
Who's the 4?
They got surprising.
Who's the 4 you got them beating?
Of course, the Saints, New England. Those are 2 road games.
You gotta be careful with New England though, with Vrabel coaching.
I know.
Vrabel is a hell of a coach.
One thing I know about he's old school.
Yep.
He's old school.
He gonna run the ball.
That might give us a fighting chance.
He gonna run the ball and he gonna play good defense.
Shit, at least three of the wins gonna be on the road.
That's what you hoping.
I know. It's listen, we know why. We know what's gonna happen. We know what's gonna happen. But y'all, man, y'all, the easiest schedule in New England. That's fucked up. So how the hell New England got the easiest schedule? New Orleans, Falcons, Buffalo. Buffalo should have been having should have had a hard ass season too. At least I can see the Super Bowl champions is up here. At least I can say that. But it is what it is. Play the game to win. Let's play the game. But look at here. Here's the top 10 games of the 2025 season that could happen. That's going to happen. They got the rematch between Buffalo and Kansas City as number 1. Why is Chicago and Washington on here? That Hail Mary don't mean it's gonna be a good game.
That game, it's not about that game. It's about the quarterbacks. They went 1-2 last year, so they're always going to be compared to each other.
But it's
certain games that no matter what happens should happen every single year. Right now, Kansas, like it used to be, New England and the Colts needed to happen every year when Brady and Manning was in the league. Well, you have to have Kansas City and the Bengals. You have to have Kansas City and Buffalo, and you have to have Kansas City and the Ravens. I don't care what the rest of their schedule look like. You gotta have those 3 games.
Well,
you don't have those. Huh?
You gotta remember when you had Brady and Manning, like half of that time they was in the same division. So you look at that match twice.
No, they was never in the same division.
Yeah, the Colts was in the NFC East. When Manning got drafted, they was in the East. When they brought back Cleveland and they brought Houston, that's when they changed to 4 teams in East Division.
Okay.
So and when Manning went to the playoffs, they came to Foxborough, and so he's going to be throwing 400 and all over the Patriots. That's when it became a fucking rivalry. Like, yo, you lost to a 7th-round quarterback, and you was number. You know what I mean? So it started heating up. Here, it's not even, to me. It's not even about the teams. It's about like you just said, about the quarterbacks, like Josh Allen against Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly.
And Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson against Patrick Mahomes. Or hell, now you might as well put Lamar Jackson and Allen, because y'all two fight for number 2.
Why is Green Bay and the Steelers on here?
Beats the hell out of me.
Why the only reason I could see the Seahawks and Vikings on there is because Sam Darnold was on the Vikings and now he's on the Seahawks.
Yeah, but they should have switched that to the Seahawks in Minnesota. But it's already made. So why is the Broncos with
and Houston is on there? Why the Bengals? I mean, it'll be good to watch Burrow and Josh go at it, but that's not a rivalry.
No, it's not a rivalry. They saying top games. Top games.
Why the fuck is Green Bay and the Steelers on there if this is top games?
I don't know, bro. Because I don't see where they got the Steelers Packers thing. I don't know. I definitely see Kansas City and Buffalo. I definitely see Eagles Lions because of last year, and that could have been a possible conference championship. The Rams against the Ravens. I'm trying to see what's going on there. Kansas City and Chiefs who will rematch.
Rams and Ravens played last year. I think the Rams and Ravens. No, I'm thinking about something else. Okay. That should be a good game, but I don't see the Rams really keeping up with the Ravens as long as the Ravens defense can do that thing.
And the Rams defense trying to stop Henry and Lamar.
Why 49ers and Giants not on here?
There ain't no damn game. Man, that's regional coverage. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's gonna be fun.
Shit. We don't. Like I just said, I know why. I know why the Chicago Bears, Washington, because of that
That's the
Hail
only
Mary.
reason they on there is because of the two quarterbacks.
Yeah, the two quarterbacks and that fucking Hail Mary. Kansas City and Baltimore, like you said earlier, that was week 1 game last year. Like I said, the Ravens lost by a goddamn toe. Why is the Broncos and the Texans out here?
No clue.
See, like you also said, Seahawks and Darnold.
The Texans are planning on airing teams out next year because they went and got a bunch of receivers.
Oh, they're trying to make CJ in the conversation. These quarterbacks, like I know there's a lot of haters out there that don't
You need an O
know
line
why,
to do that.
huh?
You need an O line to do that.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying about this list right here. Like they got. I know, like I said, I know a lot of haters in here as off season, so I'm being nice. They like why they got Hurts in this conversation. Well, Hurts did something that 2 of the quarterbacks on here didn't do. Beat Patrick Mahomes in a big game situation, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he's on here. He got his ring. Where's your ring, Josh Allen? Where's your ring, Lamar Jackson? So I understand that, but that's what they want to put CJ in. They're like, yo, this boy got a beautiful arm. He only got 1 receiver right now, which is Nico, because Diggs get picked up, right?
Yeah, Diggs went to the Patriots. That's what I told you. Don't think
the
Patriots are gonna be easy.
Yeah, you need a quarterback throw there. Well,
Got Drake May.
Okay. Okay. You got all right. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I'm not in game mode right now. I'm not in season mode right now. But they want CJ to be part of that conversation. So one, you go give him that conversation, like you just said, give him a line to protect his ass, and he can show you what he can do. That's about it. I don't know. I can say at least 5 of these games are gonna be must see TV, and they gotta be on primetime.
Oh yeah, they will.
Like they gotta be on primetime. I don't see Washington on Monday night. Well, I can see Washington, Chicago Sunday night.
Are these the weeks of the game, or they just put the top 10 games up?
They just put the top 10 games on NFL.
So then week 1 is gonna be the Eagles and Lions.
They gotta be.
Week 1 will be the Eagles and Lions.
They gotta be. All right. I mean, I'll take it.
So if they're considering it a top 10 game, that's definitely going to be week 1 because they don't got them up against nobody else on this list.
I think the Lions beat the Eagles last year.
I don't think they played last year.
I thought they did.
They was on a collision course for the playoffs, but they didn't.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking okay, that's probably that Ram game I'm thinking about with the Lions. I'm talking about, not the Eagles. I already know the Eagles beat the Rams. It was a game where Western they threw like 5 interceptions, but they still won. It was that Rams game, I think.
They played the Texans that game.
Okay.
With Goff threw 5 picks. And
yeah. It's so much going on last year, which was I think one of the best years.
5 picks a couple of times last year,
and they still won.
Not all of them.
No, he threw 5 picks in the playoff game, but he threw some costly.
That Washington game.
Spanking. But yeah, so let me go back to this shit right here. This strength of schedule. Let's go with this side. Scratch my Giants out here. The 4 teams in the bottom. Do you see the Eagles repeating?
I think they have a really good chance. Only because they didn't lose much and they drafted well. But it's easy to draft well when you don't have a lot of holes. They went and got that kid. What's his name? He was with the Giants. Olajari, the pass rusher.
Okay, yeah.
So now they got damn near all the Georgia players on one team.
Well, they made sure they got SEC on that team.
Yeah.
Do you see Detroit recapturing the division title, or you think Minnesota finally go past them?
All right, so when the Eagles, this is the problem I have with Detroit. I think their coordinators was their identity, offensively and defensively. Now, I think they promoted in-house for both coordinator spots.
Mm.
I don't think that the Eagles tried that shit and they got to that first Super Bowl and they got crushed the next year. I gotta see what how the team responds to the new offensive coordinators. I'm not a big fan of promoting from in-house unless it's somebody special. And a
Mm.
lot of teams do it just because out of loyalty or something instead of out of trying to win. Like last year, the Niners were supposed to go get a real coordinator. They promoted a guy from inside, and he was horrible. And the defense looked bad for the first time in years. So now they went back. They got solid. They got Gus Bradley. So the defense is gonna be like that this year.
Well, y'all defense gonna be at least top 5. At least top 5. Let's go to the East schedule. You already. I know how you feel about your Niners, so I ain't gonna ask that question. I already know. I already know the answer to that question.
I think we're gonna make the playoffs with no problem because if you pull up our schedule and let's walk through it. Pull up the Niners schedule real quick and let's walk through it.
Let's.
And you tell me if that's a win or a loss.
Oh boy. While I'm doing that, do you feel like either the Patriots, Saints, or the Falcons are a playoff team this year?
The problem with the Patriots is the problem with the Saints and Falcons. I will say no to absolutely not to the Saints. I will say it's possible, but not very likely for the Falcons.
Uh-huh.
I'd say it's possible because in the NFC, the wild card is usually easier to get than in the AFC. But this year it ain't gonna be that easy because the whole NFC North is tough. Most of the NFC East is tough now. Half of actually 3 teams in the NFC West is gonna be tough. Seahawks ain't gonna be that bad. They actually could be a wild card team. So I'm gonna say no to the Falcons because they're not better than any of the teams I just named. And then you still got division winners.
So
The Patriots, I'm gonna say no. I think they're gonna be improved, and I think they're probably gonna be like maybe a 9-1 team this year. But I'm gonna say no only because look at the AFC. You got the Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos. They're going. You got the Ravens, possibly the Bengals. They're going. Who else is AFC? You got the Texans most likely going to win that division. And you got Buffalo definitely going. You got Miami who could go at any time. I can't see the Jets.
I think Jets go improve. But here's y'all schedule, right? Well, the teams y'all facing this year. We don't know which week it is, but it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be up there. Hold on.
I can see it. So
okay, I'm gonna say they're gonna rank the
when we're healthy, we sweep the Cardinals. Lately we've been splitting with the Rams, but in all actuality, McVay has only beaten Shanahan twice out of like 12 chances. For some reason, Shanahan owned McVay. But I'll do a split with the Rams. Okay. We always beat the Seahawks. Don't matter who's on their team. We've been beating the Seahawks. We've been sweeping the Seahawks for like the last 4 years.
Okay, that's fine.
Who else is on there? Let me see. We're gonna beat the Falcons. We're gonna beat the Panthers.
6.
We're gonna beat the Jaguars. 7. We're gonna beat the Titans. We're gonna beat the Bears. Okay.
So I'm hearing y'all might have a little 13, 14 season where you
just
talking.
going by the schedule. I'm just going by we're gonna beat the Saints. We're gonna beat the Browns. They still don't even have a quarterback. We keep beating the Bucks. Even though they play us tough, but we keep beating the Bucks. Even last year when we was banged up and wasn't that good, we beat the Bucks. We're gonna beat the Colts. We might. I don't know about the Texans. And we should beat the Giants.
See, but I don't know what week. I don't know what week that game is going to be.
Out of all the wins that I just said, which one do you disagree with?
I'm true. Jesus Christ.
You see what
I'm thinking you might. I'm thinking you might get an upset.
Which one? I'm not saying we're going undefeated. I'm not saying we're going to win 14 games.
No.
But what I'm saying is this is a very doable schedule.
It's a playoff.
If we are healthy, this is a very doable schedule.
If we're going by the records these teams had last year, and they did not improve, you definitely got a playoff schedule. And that's why they say it's the easy schedule. Just going by from last year's percentage, y'all got that. I'm looking at an upset. I'm actually looking at two upsets. I'm looking at Jacksonville.
You think Jacksonville gonna get us?
It depends it depends what week they get y'all. If they get y'all early, no. If they get y'all later when they find they got some kind of groove, and y'all got some groove, maybe they might sneak a win. Then I got Chicago. I'm talking about upset at home. I ain't talking about the away games. I'm talking at home.
You guys stop smoking. You think Chicago? Did you see what we did to Chicago last year when we was bad? Bro, it was a super blowout.
Well, I'm trying to make that. I'm actually trying to tell you, I'm not in full season ball. I'm trying to be nice because Williams didn't have a bad game against y'all. Just the rest of the team sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, now
he was on his back.
Hopefully, he put some weapons around him.
Back the whole game.
Well, he wasn't though. He was on. We'll see. Now away games. Yeah, y'all probably got that. Y'all probably be undefeated on the road. Probably. Hopefully my Giants get y'all a fight, but and hopefully y'all come around December. When it's cold, God damn it! But this away shit. No, that's not fucking right. That's not right. Y'all got Cleveland. Y'all gonna go to Cleveland. Y'all going to Houston. That might be a fight.
That's what I said. I said I'll accept the loss in Houston. But Shanahan doesn't usually lose to quarterbacks that was under him. I mean, to coaches that was under him. Because remember, every time we play Miami, we beat them. Every time we played the Jets, we beat them. Everyone, like all the coaches, he's on his Belichick shit. Every coach that was under him.
Yeah, I was about to say he's like fucking Belichick.
He hasn't lost. The only one he's lost to is McVay. And now the offensive coordinator from the Seahawks was on the Niners. So it's another one that's probably going to be because we know their offense. And solid.
I like when coaches come from a coach tree. Like I forgot, where did Shanahan coach?
Shanahan was under his dad. So remember when they was in Washington, Shanahan was under his dad, and then he had McVay, LaFleur. That's why we keep beating the Packers. LaFleur was under him. So we got LaFleur. He got LaFleur that was on his tree. You got McVay on his tree. You got the OC from the Seattle on his tree. You got Josh McDaniels. You had Robert Saleh with the Jets. You got McDaniels with the Dolphins.
And now he's back.
You know what I mean?
I like the tree because when I think of Bill Belichick,
got some winning records except for Saleh, but he was just in a bad situation. He never had a quarterback. But the defense was always top 5.
He had a bad rap, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I
I think in
totally
a better
disagree with the Jets.
situation he would have been successful.
Hey, bro, so if we keep it real, if they let him coach how he wanted to coach, they ain't had to get Aaron Rodgers. Wilson had a better record. Jets. They almost went to the playoffs one year with Zach Wilson. But what I know, I'm just a fan. Anyway, bro. Yes, sir. Good show. Good. I was trying to bring in Jay Hood, but he's driving.
I would have loved that.
Oh yes, I was trying to bring Jay. I'm told him next week or next Thursday. So
How we doing? Yeah, next week is easy. The week after that, what we doing? Because you know where I'm gonna be.
I'll let you know, bro. I'll let you know. Everybody hitting me up like, are you going to Murray? Or are you going to Murray? Like, bro, like, let me see my schedule. I'm off that weekend, but I probably gotta work that Monday. So I'm trying to see what's up with that. But if I am down there, bro, we doing a face-to-face live in whatever space, beach, whatever. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm with it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Always hooking me up with some type of news. And hopefully by the time next week we can say the Knicks swept Boston.
Man, I would love that.
Hold on. If the Knicks win the series by the time the next episode, you gotta rock your Knicks jersey. You gotta go all in.
You already know I'm rock, bro. I'm gonna put on my Knicks sneakers. I got Knicks sneakers. Y'all people forgot Reebok made Knicks sneakers. I'm gonna be wearing my Knicks sneakers.
Knicks sneakers.
I'm gonna have them on I'm gonna put them on the fireplace and have them in the background the whole show.
It is. That's all I mean, again, I don't have a basketball team, but I do remember the aura of the Garden. I do remember the aura of the Garden when that shit rocked. I never go forget in 1994. Shit was crazy. Crazy. But yeah, man, you got any final thoughts you want to say before we get out of here?
Man, enjoy y'all weekend. Be safe. We're gonna have a great time. I cannot wait to watch these games today. It's almost showtime.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro. You know how we do. My final thought is easy. Football season is 4 months from now. That's all I gotta say. You know, this show is mostly about football, but we gotta have an off season. We got something to talk about. But football season, the true football season.
Next week we probably gotta squeeze in a little hockey because they ain't in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, I gotta pay attention. I'm kind of. I don't want to talk because my team is out the playoffs. So, right, Nick? The Devils lost, right? Yeah. Yeah, we out. Damn Hurricane, I think it was. Yeah. Fucking Hurricanes. So, yeah, not the Miami Hurricanes, Carolina Hurricanes. So, fuck them. anyway, bro, we'll be back next Thursday, unless something changed, because I might be change my schedule again. I'll let you know.
All right, let me know.
All right, brother.
All right, bro.
Peace out. And for you good folks, I must bid you adieu. Join us next week, episode 37. We're young, so we on the road to 50. 50 episodes. Also, if you're a wrestling fan, come follow me and my boys on #HealsForLife. Wolfpack on Thursday, 7:30-ish. #HealsForLife is on Sundays, 9:15 Eastern time, sometimes 9:30. We actually might start the shows early. Because they had a good one last week, and unfortunately I was at work. Embrace the Thirst Wrestling Podcast, and just follow. For my brother, the money, the knowledgeable one on his sports and his sources, I must bid you adieu. Man, you late. You late. Go watch the replay. That's of course my little brother Spider. Um, yes, I must bid you do. I am Enforcer, Mr. Attention Getter, and I am out of here. How they say it? Deuces.